Once upon a time, in a land filled with yummy wonders, lay a tiny town called Magical Kitchen Town. Here, the houses were shaped like teapots, the trees grew lollipops, and the rivers flowed with chocolate milk. In this delightful town lived a little, fluffy, blue creature named Candy Monster. He wasn't scary at all. In fact, he was the sweetest monster you could ever meet. And his favorite thing in the world was, you guessed it, candy. But even more than candy, he loved adventures with his best friends. One bright and sparkling morning, sunlight streamed through the kitchen window, making everything glitter. Candy Monster woke up with a big yawn and a little wiggle. He stretched his fluffy arms and hopped out of his gingerbread bag. What a beautiful day for an adventure! He chirped to himself. He bounced over to the pantry, which was a tall, wobbly tower of cookie jars, looking for a morning snack. As he reached for a jar of rainbow sprinkles, his little paw bumped something else. It wasn't a cookie jar. It was old and rolled up, tied with a shiny, golden ribbon, flop. It fell right into his hands. Candy Monster's big, curious eyes widened. He carefully untied the ribbon, and the scroll unfurled with a soft, magical shimmer. It wasn't paper. It glowed with a warm, golden light, and the words on it seemed to dance. It was a recipe, but not just any recipe. At the top, in curly, sparkling letters, it said, "The Magical Rainbow Recipe." Wow! Candy Monster whispered, his heart thumping with excitement. A magical recipe. I have to show everyone. He tucked the scroll under his arm and zoomed out the door, his fluffy blue tail wagging with glee. He zipped past the jelly bean bushes and across the waffle cone bridge, heading straight for the fruit bowl garden where his friends were playing. There was Ruby the strawberry, always cheerful and bright red. Next to her was Sunny the lemon, who was zesty, full of energy, and a vibrant yellow. And then there was Sky the blueberry, who was calm, thoughtful, and a lovely shade of blue. Guys, look what I found! Candy Monster shouted, waving the glowing scroll. Ruby, Sunny, and Sky gathered around, their eyes wide with wonder. What is it, Candy Monster? Asked Ruby, her little green stem bobbing. Candy Monster unrolled the scroll again, and its golden light washed over their faces. It's a magical recipe, he announced proudly. It's called the Rainbow Recipe. Sunny the lemon bounced up and down. A rainbow recipe? What does it make? Rainbow cookies? Rainbow cake? Sky the blueberry peered closer at the shimmering words. It doesn't say, he said softly. It just lists the ingredients. Candy Monster read the list aloud. Ingredient 1, a splash of brave red. Ingredient 2, a burst of happy yellow. Ingredient 3, a drop of calm blue. And lots of teamwork and a sprinkle of friendship. His friends looked at each other. These weren't normal ingredients. Just then, a deep, gentle voice rumbled from a nearby fruit basket. Ah, the legendary rainbow recipe. I haven't seen that in many, many years. Everyone turned to see a wise old pineapple with a leafy green crown and kind, knowing eyes. His name was Pappy Pineapple, the oldest and wisest fruit in Magical Kitchen Town. Pappy Pineapple! You know this recipe? Asked Candy Monster. Pappy Pineapple gave a slow, gentle nod. Indeed. It is a very special recipe, not for making something you eat, but for making something you feel. It creates a moment of pure magic, but it requires perfect harmony. He looked at the three fruit friends. Brave red, happy yellow, calm blue. It sounds like it needs you. Ruby puffed out her chest. I can be brave red. Sunny bounced. And I can be happy yellow. Sky smiled. And I'm calm blue. Candy Monster beamed. And I can help with the teamwork and friendship. Let's do it! So they all followed Candy Monster back to his kitchen, which was the biggest, most colorful kitchen in town. It had a huge mixing bowl in the center that looked like it was carved from a giant pearl. Okay, team! Candy Monster announced, placing the scroll on the counter. The recipe says to add the colors one by one. Ruby, you're first. We need a splash of brave red. Ruby took a deep breath, puffed up her chest, and with a brave little hooray, she leaped into the air and did a perfect cannonball right into the giant mixing bowl. Splash! A brilliant wave of ruby red color instantly filled the bottom of the bowl, sparkling with courage. Wow, everyone cheered. That was amazing, Ruby. Next, Candy Monster turned to Sunny. Your turn, Sunny. We need a burst of happy yellow. Sunny giggled, zipped up the side of the bowl, and did a cheerful little dance on the edge. Here comes the happiness. He chirped, and he bounced right in. Poof! A burst of sunny yellow light exploded in the bowl, swirling together with the red to create a beautiful, warm orange. The whole kitchen seemed to get brighter and warmer, filled with joy. It's working! It's working! Candy Monster clapped his paws. Okay, Sky, you're last. The recipe needs a drop of calm blue. Sky took a slow, peaceful breath, closed his eyes for a moment, and then gently floated down into the bowl like a soft feather. Bloop, a single, perfect drop of deep blue landed in the mixture. It swirled with the yellow to create a peaceful green and with the red to make a lovely violet. The bowl was now a swirling, shimmering rainbow of colors. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet all danced together. The air was filled with a beautiful, humming sound, and the kitchen glowed with rainbow light. We did it! They all shouted. But maybe they shouted too soon. Suddenly, the colors started to swirl faster and faster. Sunny, being so full of energy, started bouncing around inside the bowl, splashing yellow everywhere. This is fun! He laughed. But his happy yellow was mixing too much with Sky's calm blue, turning everything into a sloshy green. Ruby, wanting to show how brave she was, started splashing her red around too, trying to make the color stronger. My red is the bravest, she declared. The colors got faster and wilder. The beautiful rainbow turned into a messy, murky brown puddle. The magical humming stopped, and the beautiful rainbow light faded. A little gray cloud even appeared over the bowl and started to drizzle sad, gray rain right into the kitchen. Oh no, cried Candy Monster. What happened? We followed the recipe. Sunny stopped bouncing. I think I got too excited, he said, looking at the murky mess. Ruby looked down. I think I was trying to be too brave, she sighed. Sky floated in a brown puddle, and our colors didn't stay balanced, he said quietly. They all felt very disappointed. Their beautiful rainbow was gone. Just then, Pappy Pineapple, who had been watching from the doorway, slowly rolled into the kitchen. The recipe requires harmony, he said in his calm voice. You all have wonderful qualities. Red is brave, yellow is happy, and blue is calm. But magic happens when you share those qualities, not when you compete with them. They all nodded. This time, they decided on a plan. Okay, said Ruby. I will add my red, but gently. I will add my yellow, but without bouncing so much, added Sunny. And I will help keep us all balanced, finished Sky. They held hands, stems and paws. They took a deep, collective breath. And together, they focused. Ruby thought about gentle courage, like helping a friend who is scared. Sunny thought about warm happiness, like sunshine on a sleepy morning. Sky thought about peaceful calm, like a quiet, starry night. Slowly, magically, the murky brown in the bowl began to separate. A soft red glow returned, followed by a gentle yellow light and a peaceful blue shimmer. This time, the colors didn't crash into each other. They flowed alongside one another, weaving in and out, creating a perfect, brilliant, shimmering rainbow. It was more beautiful than before. The colors swirled in a gentle, perfect harmony, and a sweet, magical melody filled the air. The rainbow light filled the entire kitchen, making everything sparkle. From the center of the bowl, a beautiful, glowing smoothie of pure rainbow light began to rise up. It smelled like courage, happiness, and peace all mixed together. Everyone gasped. It was the most beautiful thing they had ever seen. They hadn't just made colors in a bowl, they had created something truly magical. They realized that while their own colors were special, the magic wasn't just in the red, or the yellow, or the blue. The real magic was in the rainbow they created together. The magic was in their friendship. Candy Monster dipped a little spoon into the rainbow smoothie. For teamwork, he said, offering a taste to Ruby, then to Sunny, and to Sky. As they tasted it, they didn't just taste fruit. They tasted the feeling of being a team. They tasted friendship. The little gray cloud disappeared, and the magical kitchen was brighter and happier than ever before. They had learned a very important lesson that day. Being special on your own is wonderful, but sharing your special talents and working together with your friends, that's what creates real magic. And from that day on, whenever they wanted to remember their adventure, they would look at a rainbow in the sky and smile, knowing that the most wonderful things are made with a splash of bravery. A burst of happiness, a drop of calm, and a whole lot of friendship. Thanks for watching our magical story today. If you love the adventure in Magical Kitchen Town, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more fun stories. See you next time.